can schools teach us skills if its curriculum does not account for individual sexualities and individualities? I mean, how can schools teach us things that are outdated and do not relate to the outside world? Possessing relevant information and skills is important to make healthy choices regarding sex and sexuality, so that high school students, when they become adults, they don't have any problems making those healthy decisions. Today, I would like to persuade you and Kate Morris, the head of Curriculum and Instruction at Plainfield East, to conglomerate the existing sex education units into a singular sex ed course so that students can learn and describe updated information regarding sexual wellness. As a college student who has done research about comprehensive sex education and the details, I am qualified to speak on this matter. The problem that I will present is that outdated sex education will not help students at Plainfield East and will in turn create confusion and lack of necessary skills. The solution to this problem is that Plainfield East needs to conglomerate the existing sex educational unit into a singular course and use online resources as well as peer-led sex education classrooms and discussions to update the sex education. Curriculum of state schools needs to be updated, or it will result in confusion and distrust of sex education in schools. And this leads to my first point. My first point is that Plainfield East High School sex education is outdated and is underinformed about new topics relating to sex education and wellness. First particular point is that an outdated point is abstinence-only education. The curriculum at Plainfield East contains only abstinence-only education and disregards any other education that does not pertain to abstinence. And according to a study published in PLOS One at University of Georgia in 2011, the study has found that as emphasis on abstinence increases, and so do teen pregnancies and birth rates, creating a positive correlation between the two variables. They have also stated that states that taught comprehensive sex education had lowest teen pregnancy rates. The second thing that is outdated in the PHS curriculum is information on contraception. According to an American Journal of Health studies in a study published in 2004, Plainfield East and other schools within the state of Illinois tend to focus on condom failure rates as opposed to emphasizing the correct usage of contraceptive methods that are widely accepted. This leads to a problem of exaggerated condom failure rates, and this exaggeration also kind of scares students into abstinence instead of providing them a subjective education, like pros and cons of education. Moreover, according to an American Journal of Health Behavior published in 2019, in a state-level analysis performed of health education and curriculum state by state, it has been revealed that less than 1/4 of states actually require schools and students to learn about effectiveness of preventative methods, and as well as how to use contraceptive correctly, as opposed to just teaching correctly. But instead, they only educate them on abstinence and how condom rates are really, really ineffective and how they're really low. And one final concept that is outdated in the curriculum is that it places no emphasis on sexual orientation. And according to a Journal of Adolescent Health in a study published in 2019, LGBTQ plus youth feels more comfortable and experiences less bullying if schools contain LGBTQ plus sex education. Bisexual youth had also lower odds of reporting depressive symptoms if school includes LGBTQ plus information on its sex education course. So in order to solve this problem, I have come up with a solution. And this leads to my final points. My final point is that Plainfield East curriculum must include sex education course that includes comprehensive sex wellness materials. So what is comprehensive sex education? Comprehensive sex education is a K-12 program that covers a broad range of topics such as age-related puberty information and sexual orientation. It also includes information on gender identity, contraception, and sexual romantic relationships, none of which are discussed in Plainfield East curriculum, and I think that is wrong. According to a study published in Perspectives of Sexual and Reproductive Health in 2013, teachers who tend to instruct students solely based on abstinence-only education and not discussing the correct usage of contraceptives are less likely to discuss the broad range of various skills. Moreover, students need more time to practice and reflect skills that are learned in school. But because the sex education is a unit in a class, it does not allow that time for students to learn and take that information in and apply it later in life. There are potential obstacles to this solution that can be easily negated. For example, Plainfield East staff may be wondering how to do that, how to update the course without putting financial strain on school's budget. And the solution to that is that you can use online curriculum guides that are available on cdc.org, and they're online and they're for free, and the course does not to be reduced or completely eliminated. All you have to do is just kind of modify it and update it. Also, staff might be wondering, so if we include a new sex ed course, we might need to hire professional trainers to teach that course. While this is not necessary, teachers and students can organize student forums and where students can come together and share ideas as to what they would like to see in a sex education course and what they would like to learn. Also, peer-led discussions and peer-led classrooms are very, very popular among teens. According to Pastoral Care and Education in 2016, teens feel more comfortable to ask questions in peer-led sex education classrooms and discussions. Although peer-led classrooms do not improve sex education overall, they do make it more fun and engaging for students as opposed to have a strict classroom setting. Meanwhile, financial concerns proposed by the school are important and valid, but they are not as important as valid as health of students in a school. The problem that I have explained to you is that outdated sex education will hurt high school students in adulthood. The solution to this is to conglomerate a sex education unit into a singular course and use online resources as well as implementing peer-led discussions in classrooms to update sex education course and implement comprehensive sex ed. Now that these things are known to you, I hope that I convinced you all and Kate Morris that Plainfield East needs to add a comprehensive sex education course so students can learn and describe relevant information regarding sex and sexualities and apply it to the future. Although sex education is not mandatory in the state of Illinois, it is students' legal right to have medically accurate sex wellness education. Informing students on obsolete skills that do not relate to the outside world is a violation of that right. Thank you.